Hey guys, welcome back to the Oklahyzer Disc Golf channel. I recently had an opportunity to link up with Scott Withers whenever I went up to Michigan for DGLO, so I'm going to show you a few of his shots practicing out at Toboggan while we get to know him a little bit better along the way. Hope you guys enjoy.
Welcome to Oklahyzer.
All right, so what got you into disc golf and what made you take it as far as you have?
I started playing disc golf in 2000 or 2001. I was 15 years old and we had a course that was just up the street from my house. My dad and I would just walk up there and play because we didn't have anything else to do. We both grew up as golfers and disc golf was free and it was right next to the house. And it was just something we kind of started doing together as basically a teenager for me. And then kind of as I progressed, I just realized that, like, hey, I enjoy playing tournaments. I got in with a pretty good tournament scene in Southern Oregon. It was very accommodating and super nice guys and everything. And then it just kind of progressed into something that we enjoyed doing on the weekend. And as young 20-year-olds, we were just spending all our money that we had on gas to get to little tournaments and stuff. And then just kind of got better, started having a little success and everything. And then, you know, in 2014, I moved off the Oregon coast and up into the Willamette Valley, so like an hour south of Portland, basically to concentrate on playing disc golf. And I was still working a full-time job at the Boys and Girls Club at that time. And over the last 6 or 7 years, it's just, I found success, won some tournaments, and realized, like, hey, this is something that I should pursue a little further. And here we are in Michigan in the middle of July and sweating our butts off.
Excellent, thank you.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. All right, Scott, what in your opinion is the most underrated disc in your bag?
Ooh. Underrated disc in my bag. I have a Z machete. Not a lot of people carry the machete. The Raptor's kind of taken its place. But for me, it's a little faster, a little more overstable, and something that is almost like a utility disc where I can throw forehand or backhand spikes, or I can throw overhand shots with it. So I think for an underrated disc for me, the machete doesn't get enough love. This one had a Bevel Brewing stamp, Nate Doss stamp on it. And then we wiped it and put my logo on it. But yeah, for me, Z Machete I think is the most underrated disc that I have in my bag.
Excellent, thank you. Okay, what is, in your opinion, the strongest and weakest part of your game?
Well, I can tell you the weakest part. We figured that out earlier this year. Like 400-foot straight shots, can't do it. I struggle with that. I know that, like, it's just part of it. I feel like I can make it just go right, left, overhand, whatever. Very crafty with throwing discs, but I can definitely struggle at times with dead straight, like long tunnel shots. Strongest part of my game, I would just say, like, being well-rounded in the ability to throw everything. Like, my forehand serviceable, my backhand serviceable. There's no glaring big weaknesses, so I'm able to play a lot of different type of courses where maybe I can't quite keep up distance-wise with like all the 25-year-old kids we have out here on tour anymore that throw 600 feet, but I can still put them out 500, 525 or whatever. I would say my biggest strength is just over the years developing the skills for lots of different shots and being able to get out of any situation, or basically having a play on every tee box.
Excellent, thank you. Okay, in your opinion, what is the most important shot in disc golf, and what advice would you give an amateur player looking to improve that shot type?
The most important shot, I mean, putting's always going to be the key, right? The great eraser and anything that happens, but I'm going to go a different direction. I'm gonna go the ability to scramble, the ability to throw forehand up shots out of the woods. We all throw bad shots. We all throw it into stuff that we don't want to be in. Probably just threw the stuff I don't want to be in right here. But I think one of the biggest things that an amateur player can learn is how to scramble when you get in the woods, how to find a disc, whether it's a Zone or a Gator or a Justice or that overstable putter and whatever your favorite brand is, and make sure that you're comfortable throwing forehand shots to get out of trouble. Learning the angles of if I throw it on hyzer, this is how it's gonna go. If I throw it flat, this is how it's gonna go. If I throw it on anhyzer, this is how it's gonna go. Just in case you do happen to throw a bad drive and get off the fairway, I think one of the things that's so important for like MA2 or MA1 or even your recreational players that are just starting to learn is to make sure that you just spend the time playing catch in a field forehand with that overstable putter, overstable mid-range type disc that you can throw just back and forth to a buddy. So when you actually get in the woods, you can get out of the woods and you can save your par.
Excellent, thank you. Okay, now that you are on tour more, how many rounds of disc golf do you play a week?
It depends on the week. One of the things that I've had to train myself a little bit over this year is to back off a little and not play 7 days a week. Like, it's so easy when you're on the road to just be like, oh, okay, well, I'm going to be at the new course on Monday, so I'll play Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and you burn yourself out. I would say on a good week, if I'm doing what I'm supposed to, you have your 3 tournament rounds, and then I take like a day to do some field work and putting, but be pretty relaxed and maybe play 2 other days during the week, and then make sure that you take a day off and make sure you're giving your body time to rest and everything. If you have to do a disc golf related activity, it never hurts to putt every day, right? It's like, you can go spend 30 minutes putting every day if you really just need to get your fix in for it. But if you're younger, if you're in your young 20s or whatever, you might be able to play 7 days a week. But I'm 36, as I've kind of aged in this sport. I've realized, and a lot of it was this year, that playing every day isn't the healthiest thing for me or my game, and I can burn myself out a little bit physically. And all these courses we're playing on tour are so long that you're just distance driver, distance driver, distance driver. So I have to make sure that I take care of myself and have kind of went into that, make sure I'm taking 1 or 2 days a week off. I was talking to Jeff Corns yesterday, and one thing that Avery told him was Monday is your weekend. Like, Monday's your rest day when you're on tour or when you're just playing your local events. Like, don't feel like you need to go to the course on Monday. Make sure you're taking a day off and letting your body heal.
So about 5?
Yeah, 5 and maybe a day of some field work and putting.
Excellent. All right, thank you. Okay, this being the first year you're out here at Toboggan, I was curious, from your practice rounds, what's your favorite hole so far?
There's a lot of really cool downhill holes here. Those top 9 holes are the downhill holes. I don't have to walk up the hill. I think hole 3 might be my favorite so far. It's just such a huge smash down the hill. You can be aggressive if you want. I know it's not like anything special on the green, but it's such a cool drive to stand up on that hill and get to just launch a distance driver if you want. Or if you want to play a little more conservative, you can lay a fairway up to like 350 short and then try to get up and down. I just think it's a well-designed hole, so I think hole 3 might be my favorite hole out here.
Being your first year on tour, what advice would you give a newer player who is interested in going on tour?
Make sure you're ready. This is the dream, right? But put the work in beforehand and make sure that you're good enough to be out here to a point where you're going to cash almost every weekend, because if you have to worry about money, it gets really stressful and you're not going to play your best golf unless you're comfortable. So make sure that you're talent-wise and performance-wise, you're ready to go. Maybe that's like a 10-10 rating, maybe it's a 10-20 rating, maybe it's just, you know, you've started to win every local tournament you're playing or something. But just, if it's the dream, make sure you put the work in so you're ready when you go on the road, because this life can get pretty brutal if you're missing cash every weekend and stuff. So just make sure you're ready, come out with a good attitude, have fun, and enjoy the experience.
All right. Well, there you have it, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure you check out resistancediscs.com. I will link to it down below directly to the Scott Withers collection. We have a huge selection of excellent Scott Withers limited edition discs on the site. And by using the link down below, you will be further helping support my channel here at Oklahyzer Disc Golf. Until next time, guys, have a good one. Okay, for a final question, if you were stuck on a desert island and you could only take 3 things with you, what would those 3 things be?
Ooh. Well, you need a lighter. You got to be able to make fire. Some kind of a weapon to hunt so you can eat. And then how are we going to alert people to get out of there? I mean, if I can have like some kind of CB radio that has access to get someone, I'm trying to get off that island, but if not, like a flare gun or something, I guess. I mean, I grew up on the coast, so
Okay.
I can survive in an island for a little bit, I think. So you gotta have fire, you gotta be able to get food, and then you gotta have a way to get yourself the heck out of there.
Perfect. All right, and before we wrap this up, is there anybody you would like to shout out while we got you on the camera?
Well, thank you, Nathan, for playing around with me out here and for, you know, throwing some shots and doing some interviews and everything. That was a lot of fun. I guess just big shout out to Grip, Discraft, and Resistance for being the companies that stand beside me this year, and then just to the Pro Tour staff and all the Discraft staff that make this event happen out here at DGLO, because this place is pretty special, and I'm looking forward to it kicking my butt for the next 3 days, so it should be fun.
Excellent. Thank you very much again.
Yes, sir. Thank you.